Chosen one, if you're hearing this message today, understand, it is not a coincidence. You've been led here for a reason. A divine transformation is preparing to take shape in your life, and it may happen sooner than you think. For those who have remained faithful, hopeful, and patient, your breakthrough is approaching. And according to divine timing, it will only take one night to turn your life around. The message you're receiving today isn't just motivational, it's prophetic. This is for the few who are truly ready, those in the 1% who have endured silently, who continued to believe when there was no visible sign, and who still held their faith close. What you're about to experience is not merely a shift in mindset. It's a total renewal, a rebirth, both spiritual and physical, that will elevate your entire existence. For years, you may have prayed, waited, and questioned when things would change. You wondered whether your moment would ever arrive. And now, you're standing at the edge of it. But this transformation isn't for everyone, it's specifically reserved for the ones God has set apart. The chosen. So what exactly does this mean? It means your life, your appearance, your confidence, your financial standing, and your presence in the world, is about to be elevated in ways that will be impossible to ignore. The signs may not come with fanfare. But they will come with clarity, with undeniable change, and with an overwhelming sense of peace. Imagine waking up one morning, and everything is different. You look in the mirror and your face reflects vitality. Not because of anything external, but because there's been a renewal within. Your posture is upright. Your energy, restored. You speak with confidence, and your words carry weight. People around you begin to notice. They're drawn to you, not for superficial reasons, but because you now radiate something more. A strength. A light. A divine presence. This is what happens when transformation begins from the inside out. It starts in silence, quiet, steady, and unmistakably real. And suddenly, without warning, the pieces of your life that once felt scattered begin to fall into place. Not randomly, but intentionally. What's been happening in the background, your prayers, your resilience, your hidden strength, is now about to take center stage. This transformation, however, is not just about appearance or confidence. It's about purpose. A purpose that's been buried beneath struggle, delay, and disappointment. But it never disappeared. It was simply being refined, tested, and prepared for the right moment. And now, that moment is here. You've faced hardship. Perhaps betrayal, financial loss, or being misunderstood. You've been overlooked. Others have doubted your potential, questioned your choices, or written you off. But none of that was the end of your story, it was only the preparation for it. What has taken years to build, grow, and believe in, will shift in a single night. God's timing is never rushed, and it is never late. The doors that were once closed will open. The opportunities you thought had passed you by will reappear in unexpected forms. And your financial situation? It will begin to change. Not just with small gains, but with a sustainable shift in resources, opportunities, and provision. This isn't just good fortune. It's divine alignment. It's the result of everything you've endured behind the scenes finally stepping into the light. One of the first signs of transformation is internal peace. You will wake up one day, and your heart will feel lighter. The anxiety, the fear, the confusion, it begins to dissolve. It's not because everything has changed externally, but because something deep within has shifted. You now carry certainty, not arrogance, but quiet, steady confidence that something greater is guiding your path. And that's when the outer world begins to reflect the inner one. People who once ignored you may now listen. Opportunities you once chased will begin to find you. Conversations will open doors. Your name will be spoken in rooms you didn't even know existed. This is not by accident. It's what happens when divine timing meets personal growth. But it's important to understand, this transformation is not for those who gave up. It's for those who remained. Who held their faith when it was hardest. Who gave when they had little. Who believed in the possibility of a new beginning, even when it seemed distant. If you're part of that 1%, the ones who kept going, you are about to be recognized. Not just by people, but by purpose. And once that recognition comes, it will multiply. Your influence will extend. Your impact will grow. And all of this begins with one night. One divine moment. Not dramatic. Not noisy. But deeply powerful. So as you prepare for this shift, reflect on this. Are you ready to receive what you've been preparing for? Because the transformation doesn't just come to those who want it, it comes to those who are ready to carry it. This night, this shift, will require you to walk differently, think differently, and move with purpose. You're not just stepping into a new season, you're stepping into a divinely orchestrated assignment. And it begins now. So, chosen one, as this divine shift begins to unfold, understand this, it's not only about change. It's about elevation. When the transformation begins, it doesn't just change your situation, it reshapes how the world sees you, how you see yourself, and how you function in your purpose. This is where things move fast. You'll begin to notice an acceleration in every area of life. Delays will be lifted. What once felt slow or stagnant will now begin to unfold rapidly. Conversations that once went nowhere will now lead to open doors. Decisions you were unsure about will become clear. You won't have to chase anything, what is meant for you will be drawn to you. This divine upgrade affects more than your physical state. Your mental clarity will sharpen. Your confidence will no longer waver. That internal battle between doubt and belief will quiet, and your mind will operate with a sharper sense of focus and wisdom. You will also find that your relationships begin to shift. Some people will drift away. That's not a punishment, it's protection. God is making room for new, aligned connections to enter. The people who come into your life now will be part of your purpose. They'll support you, uplift you, and walk alongside you in your growth, not pull you backward. At the same time, those who once doubted you, those who overlooked or underestimated you, will be watching. And they won't understand how the change happened so quickly. What they don't realize is this didn't happen overnight. It was built through years of unseen effort, tears, discipline, faith, and inner work. This is not about revenge or proving people wrong. It's about becoming who you were always meant to be. And when you begin to walk in that identity, you naturally start to attract what you were once chasing. The respect, the recognition, the financial elevation, it all becomes a byproduct of divine alignment. Your financial shift, in particular, will become increasingly visible. You may begin receiving unexpected opportunities, a promotion, a business deal, a new stream of income. These aren't coincidences. These are signs that your preparation is meeting God's timing. You'll start to see that you are no longer surviving, you are now positioned to thrive. But here's what's important to remember, with elevation comes responsibility. This transformation is not for self-glorification. It's not about showing off or seeking validation. It's about service. You've been chosen not just to rise, but to lead. Others will come to you for guidance. They'll want to understand how you changed, and they'll be drawn to the light you now carry. And in those moments, you'll realize that your story, your whole journey, was never just about you. It was about becoming a living example of what faith, perseverance, and alignment with God's plan can truly create. You are now walking proof that pain can lead to purpose, that struggle is not the end, and that even in silence, God is working. So don't be surprised when your influence starts to grow. Don't question why people are watching you, listening to you, or following your example. They're seeing what transformation looks like in real time. And your life is now a message. A message of hope, redemption, and divine favor. And yes, there will still be challenges ahead. Elevation doesn't mean a perfect life. But now, you're equipped. You have clarity, strength, and peace that surpasses understanding. When obstacles come, you won't be shaken the way you once were. You'll face them with the quiet confidence of someone who knows they are walking in divine purpose. You are no longer who you used to be. And the world will take notice. You'll be invited into rooms you once dreamed of. You'll hold conversations with people you once admired from afar. Opportunities you thought were impossible will begin to unfold, and all of it will feel surreal, but it will be real. This is what it means to be chosen. It means carrying both power and humility. It means understanding that you've been blessed not just to receive, but to share. Your presence will uplift others. Your success will inspire faith. Your peace will bring calm to those still in chaos. And as you walk forward, never forget, this shift was promised to you, but it was also prepared for you. You're not here by chance. You were equipped for this moment long before it arrived. Every delay, every setback, and every prayer was leading you to this chapter. And now that it's here, your responsibility is not to shrink, but to rise. Stand in your truth. Own your story. Share your testimony. Because this is just the beginning. There will be more transformations ahead. More breakthroughs. More favor. But this moment, the night that changed everything, will always be the turning point. The line between before and after. The moment where the old version of you stepped aside, and the true you was revealed. So breathe deeply. Hold your head high. And walk boldly into your new life. Because chosen one, this is your time. The transformation has begun. And the world is about to witness the full power of what divine timing can do in one night. Chosen one, this is your moment. Everything you've endured, every delay, every prayer, every silent tear, has led to this point. This is not the end of your story, it's the beginning of a new chapter written by divine hands. You are stepping into a season of clarity, purpose, and unstoppable favor. The transformation won't just be seen, it will be felt by everyone around you. Let go of the past. Embrace who you are becoming. You were never forgotten. You were being prepared. Now, rise with confidence. Because your time is no longer coming, it has already begun. If this message spoke to your spirit, like, comment, I receive it, and share this with someone who needs this confirmation today.